All right, friends, this is going to be a little bit of a different type of episode. We've got all kinds of interesting things that are going on in the community. So think of this almost like a bit of a community newsletter as opposed to a class. Now, if you like this kind of thing, make sure to let me know. If you hate this kind of thing, make sure to help me know. So please reach out to me, rabbi@rabbipatrick.com, or go on our website or post whatever you want here in the episode. I'm Rabbi Patrick, and welcome to Kihila. Little bit of a different episode here, friends. It was almost hard for me to record this because I was already sort of going into, okay, let's talk about spirituality and all these other things. I was talking about like tefillin and talis and like ritual objects and how these ritual objects and their use and their lack of use, lack of utility symbolize our soul. And I was talking about rooms in the soul and the summer slump. And then I was like, oh, wait a minute. That's not what I'm supposed to do. I was supposed to do a different kind of episode. Okay. So we're not going to do cover note setting. We're not going to do all that. We're just going to talk about what's up. So I'm getting a little bit of an inside scoop on things. So I am recording this Thursday, June 11th. Tomorrow, Friday, Shabbos. Here's what's going down. We're going to be at the JCC. Now, I know that RSVPing on the JCC website is like trying to hack NORAD, but at the same time, it just is what it is. You got to do it. We'd love to have you. So it's a two-parter. So the first part, show up a little bit before 6. We're going to be praying with a whole cast of characters. So I'm going to be kind of like the MC rabbi. And then we have Nasia, who is sort of representing Or Atid. So they're going to be there. And then we're going to have our buddy Avi, the great meditation instructor who is going to be leading some stuff. Of course, you'll have Rebitz and Stephanie, who's going to do some kirtan. We'll have Robin, who's going to do some music. Yeah. It's going to be awesome. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be a bit of a potluck. We'll see, everybody brings their own kind of energies to this stuff. So anyway, I hope you'll come to that. And then immediately after that is a dinner. Now, don't get it confused. I know that it's all these young adult groups that are sponsoring it. It's open to everybody. So, please RSVP for that. It's like $18. So cheaper than a Kihila ticket. So, please come to that. Please have dinner. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to be there, but, great community, great opportunity to connect spiritually with those you care about and also to make some new friends. So that's this Friday, as of right now, tomorrow. Then Saturday, you guys look, friends, Second Arrow, Church Hill. It's going to be great. I am making Israeli breakfast for us. Now, again, it is called Israeli breakfast, but this is not about Israel. Don't get confused. But there's going to be some delicious food. So I'm curing some fish in the refrigerator right now to make gravlax. And I went to the Arab grocery store and I got all kinds of delicious foods there. I'm going to make hummus. I'm going to make baba ganoush. I'm going to make like a really legit, very creamy artichoke dip. We're going to do meze, right? Salads, whatever. Okay, salatim. It's going to be legit. I'm so looking forward to the food. Now, it's not just about eating. It's about learning, right? Because it's Shabbat. So we're going to do a Torah study. And the Torah study is going to be a bit, I think, challenging on some level because we're going to talk about uncertainty. We're going to talk about how sometimes in life, we think we're capable of doing things and then we suddenly come to the belief that we're not. And also, what do other people think of us? Like when people see you, whoever you are out there, when people see you, who do they see, right? Do they see someone who's mighty or do they see someone who's weak? Do they see someone who's really capable of what they do? Or are you just an imposter the whole time? Right? These are the kinds of feelings that we have as human beings, and we need to explore them, and our tradition has a lot to say about this. So, study sheets are almost done. I'm excited about this. Judaism, uncertainty, imposter syndrome. What does that mean to be a blessing to others? It's gonna be hot. It's only 2 hours, 10 to noon, right? At our friends at Second Arrow. It's gonna be good. So, looking forward to seeing you there. Also, let's talk about venues because the way we do this is every 6 months, we have a different relationship with a different venue. I know, too many venues, but we just set up a relationship with our friends at Commonwealth Autism. So if you went to High Holidays last year, if you went to Passover this year, you know Commonwealth Autism. Great people, great organization, and they have a commercial kitchen, they have a cafe, and then they have all of these other sort of office spaces. And so we built a relationship with them. We are going to be doing a residency there for the next 6 months. So the 6 months worth of holidays we're going to have there. We're going to have opportunities for Shabbat evening, Shabbat morning, for prayer services, for learning. Bon Air is kind of cool because it's the equidistance between the sort of the city and the suburbs. So if you're a suburbanite, don't worry, you don't have to cross the river. If you're a city person, yes, you'll have to cross the river, but you're only going to be south of the river for like 3 minutes. So love to have you there for all of the different events that we have going on. I've already posted a few of those events online right now, so you can go on ahead and RSVP. Now, here's the catch. We need to fundraise to support this because every time we do something in a public space, we have to have security. Security costs anywhere from $150 to $200. Whether we are having them guard 5 people or 50 people, it's the same amount of money, somewhere between $150 to $200. So we're having to fundraise for a year's worth of that. So right now, I think we need about $1,300. I think that's where we are as of this moment. Maybe we're down to about 1,000, but we need that help. We need to make sure that our community stays safe. And especially if we're going to use these public spaces, right? If we're going to use public spaces and everyone's going to know where we are and all of that, then we need to, we need to be safe. So anything that you can do to help, click on the donate button or whatever link here in the show description. Please help out. It would really mean a lot. $1,000, that's all we have left. See what you can do to try to help this beloved community. So what else is going on? So we're going to need volunteers for, I know you don't want to talk about it. I know it's High Holidays. Yep, I know. It's only June. July, August, September, we got time, but we kind of don't. And here's why. So there's a lot of moving parts to High Holidays, and we want to make this more of a community approach, right? I know that people could just like get a ticket and show up and watch me do stuff, right? But that's not fun. It's not fun if other people aren't involved. Look at what we're doing with the JCC, right? We have several people who are involved. We'd like that for High Holidays as well. So if you're a person who has some muscles, then you can lift the Torah. If you are a person who would like to learn how to read from the Torah, I will teach you. It can be like your B'nai Mitzvah at the same time. That's what happened 2 years ago with Matt. If you are a person with a beautiful voice, boy, we'd love to have you sing. If you're a person who just wants to do something extra Jewish and you don't know what to do, don't worry, we'll give you a reading and we'll put it in English for you. No big deal. We already have a shofar blower. That part we've already taken care of. Thank you very much, Austin. But we always need other things. We need people to help with food. We need people to help with setup and cleanup. By the way, if you're really helping, like you're involved, free tickets. So why not? Also, we have a special event we're going to do on Rosh Hashanah Day. So this is not just the prayer service, but an additional something. And we're going to need volunteers. And you're probably going to be able to guess what it is, but it's kind of an all-day thing. So we're going to have like an all-day Rosh Hashanah. It's going to be a lot because we're Kehillah, and sometimes we're a lot. So if you're a person that likes to, I'm going to be intentionally vague here. If you're someone who just likes to hang out, let's say in an outdoorsy environment, but under a tent, and you want to facilitate different ways of connecting spiritually with the divine, and also maybe you like drag queens. I think you can guess where we're going to be Rosh Hashanah Day. I'm going to do a whole thing about it. Like I'm going to do the whole story. It's going to be this huge thing. I'm going to teach this concept called Gamzu Latova. If you don't already know that one, this is a Gamzu moment. I have a friend who calls me Gamzu because I'm such a Gamzu Latova type person. But so if you're into hanging out with your friends all day in the heat, but in the shade, and you like drag queens and you like Rosh Hashanah and you fancy yourself someone who would like to facilitate spiritual experiences, hey, that's a volunteer opportunity. We're going to need your help with that. And don't think just because these things are going to happen in the fall that we shouldn't be working on them now. We need you. We need to know that you will be there. I know it's this ancient custom here in Richmond to do everything at the last second, but some things just require help. And friends, beloved community, I need help. I need your help. I need your help with volunteering. I need your financial support. I, as rabbi, I need your help. And it's not easy to ask for help. I would love a universe where just like I would do it all myself, or like magically people would show up and they'd already be able to do everything. But that's not how it works, right? We have to talk to each other about stuff. We have to plan things. Yeah. We got to get it together, right? If this ship is going to keep sailing, we got to keep working on it. So that's some stuff that's coming up. Those are some things I'd love for you to get involved in. As always, Coffee with the Rabbi would love to hang out with you. Shout out to Nechama and Beryl, who I spent some time with this week. Anyway, would love to see you. Would love to hang out with you. Summer's a slump. Would love to have more of your time. Also, as was asked, and is always an option, if you can't afford a ticket, no judgments. We have this thing called Kihila Cares. And so you just say, hey, I need a free ticket. And we say, hey, we need you. It's that simple. Help with setup and cleanup. That's all we ask. Just get there 30 minutes early, help with setup. Stay about 30 minutes late, help with cleanup. It's worth it. It's an extra 45-ish minutes of your life. And we're happy to give you a free ticket. So no reason that you can't come. Unless, of course, you're going to the Outer Banks like every other person in Richmond, or you're going to Virginia Beach. Perhaps that's a religious debate we could have sometime. Which is better, Virginia Beach or the Outer Banks? I kind of think I might be a Virginia Beach guy, honestly. Like, I get the Outer Banks, I get the appeal. I think for my money, though, I might be a Virginia Beach guy. I guess that makes me still a newbie, right? Because that's such a Richmond thing. Like, if you like Virginia Beach, you're obviously not from here, meaning you don't have like 5 generations of people from Richmond. It's kind of true. Anyway, so lots of great stuff going on. So this weekend, JCC, you got to come for the davening. You got to come for the meal. Saturday morning, you got to come to Second Arrow. Come with us. Like, be in this. Think about it. You get to talk about all your insecurities and eat Israeli food at the same time. That's going to be so great. Think about it. You're just lapping up hummus with pita, and you're talking about all those times in your life when you felt like you were an imposter in your own life. That's totally an event people want to go to on a Saturday morning in the summer, right? Patricia, what are you thinking? Yeah. And then, of course, we have Commonwealth Autism. We need your help fundraising for that. Please support it. We need you to come to some of the things we're going to do there. That's going to be so awesome. I'm so looking forward to that. And of course, the big high holidays. Need to prime the pump. Is that the expression? I need to prime the pump to get people to come and volunteer for that. So rabbi@rabbipatrick.com. You can find me. And if you have any Kihila questions, if you want to get involved, if you're not sure what to do, you need some help, whatever, we've got your back. Enjoy your summer. And remember, you matter.